Yeah, just like I taught him.
2 count. Just missing. And that's bringing it through. And once again, we go back. The giant Baba makes his way in. And there's that big knee. He brings it to big knee stop and 2 times over. And a tad bit of a pile driver there that will be effective in some way or sort, but now they come in to try to make the breakup, and Baba just there saying, well, I feel the boots, but it's not really posing a threat. And now, the Destroyer makes his way in, goes against Rose, big flying drop kick.
Beautiful drop kick.
Catches him right on the mush.
Right on the chops.
Tag comes in. Again, the Destroyer against the ropes and a big body drop. Brings him down.
Maybe that's the reason I had to have my hip replaced.
It could be. One of those areas. Setting him up, measuring a big drop kick there. Flying drop kick.
Wasn't as good as Fuchi's.
No, he gets up pretty high. Yeah, Fuchi did.
Fuchi got me right on the chop.
Here's a reversal. And it looks like he brings him up again
You
for
see
the
where I
airplane spin.
control that head?
You got it.
You don't lose him on that particular thing. Pretty fast spin for an old man.
Little fireman's carry to bring him over. And again, going to work on the legs, setting him up for the figure 4. But they got him scouted well. As they break it up, knowing before he gets in. Kurt not taking that very well. He's going to try it. No, and there's another breakup.
One too.
Looks like he's got him cinched in pretty good. Baba working over his men. There is the Destroyer. He's got him locked in. We got a couple of pairs of figure 4s working. Baba with the abdominal strain lock right there.
I think we got 3 give-ups on the same thing.
That's it. There's another history-making event right there. The team of Kurt Beyer, Giant Shoei Baba, and of course Dick the Destroyer Beyer getting the Duke. Great match that time.
Well, I enjoyed it. It was my last one.
Yep.
And very emotional from here on out. Going to the end of this. I get some presentations from a lot of the sports writers. We're going to see one particular sports writer. He was a broadcaster, and he's the #1 announcer in Japan. He's kind of like the Johnny Carson of Japan. Real good guy, and did a lot of my matches. And there it is again, to the Destroyer. Otsukare-sama deshita. Thanks for a nice career.
Great send-off. Great send-off to a great career. As we see at definitely the pomp and circumstance that goes along with this match, Dick, and again, all the people there that you love, you care for, all surrounding the ring, and giving you the props that you deserve, sir.
The various, that's either a baseball magazine and or giving me various things that I still have.
Can imagine great memorabilia, just looking back and seeing the video and seeing the things that were given to you, bringing back some great memories here. And again, not only in Japan, but in the United States, and all that are viewing this DVD, showing what a great impact you had to the sport of wrestling, and appreciating all that you've done. This is just here, obviously, a great sentiment to what you have provided for the wrestling community.
This was magazines, TV stations, newspapers, various newspapers.
And like we've spoke with in the interview, I mean, it's one thing to be revered in the United States, but really, the Destroyer, Dick, yourself, being very highly regarded, even to some of the major sumo wrestlers in Japan, especially with the fans. And I'm sure you owe a lot of gratitude to them as well.
Well, I do, and there's some great pictures that I have there. And here's the gentleman I was talking about.
Right.
This fellow's name, he was on he gave me this television show, which was, that's the Kawasano channel. He was on the show, and I put the figure 4 leg lock on. And I really put it on hard.
All right, here's something to see.
I'm going to tell him I want to put it on one more time. He's going to say, no,
He doesn't want any
no.
part of that, huh?
No. And he makes a little speech here, and he says, Destroyer forever. You know, and later on, he that it's not necessary to put the leg hold on again because I remember it forever. And I'm going to tell Kurt to come over here and make the announcement that the people, we're going to show the hold one more time.
And of course, the move made famous by Dick Destroyer Beyer, and the legacy is carried on with the likes of course, Rick Nature Boy Flair, which again that you have mentored and you talked about in the past.
My son is fluent in Japanese. So,
there you go.
I'm going to get ready to do it.
And some more presentations coming your way?
This is Ikeda. He's dead now, but his brother is the one that put out the book that I have in Japan right now. And this fella is from Tokyo Sports. His name is Sakurai. And he gave me a picture of when I first came to Japan in 1963. These are the current stars in Japan right now.
All looking on and have to admire.
This fella here was the producer and director of the wrestling show in Channel 4. No, I don't know what that was he gave me. I wish it was the
The
kid.
gate. There it is.
But I just saw him over in Japan this last trip I was over there on. And, now they do a 1-minute speech here and the lights go out and it goes over my things that happened in the 30 years that I was actively wrestling at All Japan.
And there you are, center stage, a squared circle. That sees this wonderful 30-year career come to an end, and what's going through your mind as you're seeing all this right now?
Well, I am very, you know, I think of myself as a little kid from Buffalo, New York. I was a little fat kid, and what am I doing standing in the middle of a ring being honored in Japan? I must have done something right along the line. I listened very carefully to everything that was said because it was said in Japanese and I interpreted most of it. And I shed a few tears, as did a lot of people here. My wife and my daughter and my son, who were ringside. They did, for somebody who was an American retiring in Japan, they did a terrific job on this particular night to honor what I had done in Japan.
And deservingly so. It's a great tribute. It's a great tribute. It's a great honor to, again, like you said, have this type of presence in a country like Japan and be revered throughout the world as you've made your travels in these past 30 years, and everything all coming to a close on this night kind of gives you an idea or a sense of accomplishment throughout your career. And as you stand here and looking at some of the achievements or hearing some of the achievements, it's like you said, it's got to bring a lot of emotion to you. And the thought process of when you stand there with your fans, as you raise your hand up right now, knowing that it's just a closure to just a chapter in your life, but you know to continue on from this point on as you shake hands with Giant Tom.
The thing that I was 11 years old and 18, there's the expression that Kurt had.
Sure.
I was 11 years old in 1941, in Japan, Bob Pearl Harbor. And a lot of things went through my mind at different times when I was in Japan. In 1954, when I was at Syracuse, the one place that I wanted to go, if I won the national championship, national AAUs, the winners got to go to Japan. And I didn't win, but 9 years later, I went over as the world's heavyweight champion.
And who is that lovely lady that just entered the ring there?
Oh, that's my bride.
And that lovely lady right there. All right, very good.
This was a great emotional experience for all of us. Like I said, the reception of it was very good. And when I leave the ring, you're going to see this, the ring announcer, the favorite fella that I said was as good as Johnny Carson as far as an announcer in Japan. You're going to see he's going to have some tears too. And then a girl that was on the cover of TV Guide with me sings a song that's very apropos to the situation.
Right. As we hear it now.
Watashi wa ai.
And the fans applauding in Japan, appreciating the efforts and the career, your family, everything coming to a finish just in regards to your wrestling career, and there you go.
There it is right there now.
Who was his name again? Well, the American Johnny Carson is good enough, I'll tell you that. But also very emotional, as you said.
Tokumitsu is his name.
Very good, Tokumitsu.
And I didn't make that up for a Japanese name. No, Tokumitsu was a terrific person,
Wow.
A great announcer, and he's still live on television in Japan.
Oh, and this is a great effort here, being carried off by his son Kurt.
They tried to get me in a different type of Japanese character, but it didn't work out that way. We didn't rehearse it, so but it was good. And that song was going on, and the song ends just as I get underneath and outside, away from the people. So it was kind of, it's like it was rehearsed.
Perfectly timed. And there you see, ladies and gentlemen, to all friends and family of Dick the Destroyer Beyer, to all wrestling fans, we appreciate all the efforts. A great final match, a great career for Dick the Destroyer Beyer. I hope you're enjoying this DVD. We'll have more coming up for you right here, so stay tuned. Well, wrestling fans, I hope you enjoyed that match. It really had to bring back a lot of memories for you back in '93, and things came around at that point.
It was great. The song that was being sung as I left the ring was so apropos. It was sung by the girl that you saw earlier in those comedy shows. Wada Akiko is a great singer, and she's a great singer in Japan today. She's probably one of the #1 singers and #1 TV hosts and all kind of things. But she was on the TV show with me in Japan called Owasano Channel, and she is the one that I was on the cover of TV Guide with.
Yep. And again, there was another.
She sang that song, and as I went out of the ring on my son's shoulders, it ended just when I went underneath so the timing on it was great.
Perfect. We're now about to finish up here, my friends, and again, we thank you for watching, and tell your friends about it. This is a one-in-a-lifetime experience for myself, interviewing this man, Mr. Dick Beyer, the Destroyer. We're going to finish up now with a series of questions that I like to call Liptomisms, which is based off of a show that's run here. Maybe you've seen it on the Bravo Network in the USA, James Lipton. He tells to movie stars, and it kind of gives you a little thought-provoking insight on the man himself. So I'm going to finish him up right here. We get started. My first question I ask you, sir, what is your favorite curse word?
Son of a bitch. That's what I come up with most of the time.
Commonplace, but a good one and strong nevertheless. Who bothers you?
My dog, when he doesn't do things right. He runs out and does different things. I don't have anybody else that bothers me, so that's the first thing that came up to mind.
Very good. What is your favorite holiday?
Probably Christmas, 4th of July. I have a good time at Christmas. I'm a happy one at Christmas.
Here's one. You ready? What is your favorite sound?
Sound. Las Vegas, the cash machine coming out.
Cha-ching, cha-ching.
You know what?
Very good.
And they don't have that. The money don't come out anymore.
Oh, they fold out the ticket now.
Yeah, they give the tickets anyway.
What are we gonna do? Great one. And finally, it's our final question to you, Dick Beyer, the Destroyer. When that day comes and you arrive at the pearly gates and you see St. Peter at the gates, what's he gonna say to you?
I don't know what he's gonna say to me, but I'm gonna say to him, I'm the intelligent, sensational destroyer, and I would like to come in, please.
That is what it's all about. I'm Joey the Bruiser Tenebruso with Dick the Destroyer Beyer. For all of you, have a good time.